So coming to y'all with my first unpopular opinion is that astrology, what? Yo, YouTube, what's good? I'm back at this motherfucker. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about unpopular opinions. Not gonna lie, this shit, it might give me a lot of hate, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. It's for entertainment purposes, and it's also how I feel. But let's get into the video. So, well, my first unpopular opinion is astrology. And astrology does not mean nothing. Only because you can't base how people act upon astrology sign or what sign they are, what month they were born in, what day they were born on. Like, how can you say, oh, you act like that because you're a Libra? Like, I've gotten so many times that where I'll act out or get mad or something like that about something, and someone will go, "Oh, you only do that like you're a Libra," or like they will ask, "What sign are you?" And then I'll go forward and say, "Oh, I'm a Libra," and they're like, "Oh, that makes sense." Like, what does that even mean? Like, how can you justify that? It makes no sense. Like, literally, everyone is different. Everyone is different, and I know some people that are certain signs or whatever people want to call it, zodiac signs. I know some people that are certain signs that don't act like the stereotypical or according to what society says a sign should act like. And so, like, it just doesn't make any sense. How can you judge that on someone? Everyone's different. No one from the same sign is exactly the same, and it just doesn't mean anything. Moving on to the next one. This one might give me some hate, but if you're twerking in public and you have a boyfriend, now it's just disgusting. Like, and I know some people, and don't go in the comments saying, "Oh, you're controlling this and that." No, I'm not. If you're in public and you're sitting here shaking ass, something that only your significant other should see, then you're a HOE. And I don't care. It's plain as simple as that. Like, how you have something that's exclusive for one person, but you out here showing it and shaking off for the world to see. It's just not making sense. And then also, like, sometimes females be out here twerking on cars, slapping they girls behind her, getting they stuff slapped while twerking. So you're telling me that you let someone else touch what belongs to someone else? You're letting someone touch your ass, or you're touching someone else's ass when you have a man at home? But let the roles be reversed, and the man outside with his female friends and they shaking ass, but he's slapping their ass, hyping them up. It'd be considered cheating, right? But y'all females turn around and do the same thing, though. It just doesn't make sense. Now, in this next one, I'm definitely gonna get a lot of hate, but Lion King is overrated. I'm sorry. Lion King is overrated. Like, it's so much more and better Disney movies like Incredibles, Monster Inc., like Finding Nemo. To me, those are better. I might get hate for that, but I really don't care because Lion King is just overrated. I feel like the storyline was just typical in my opinion. It just wasn't all that. Don't force your kids to go to college. And I know it kind of sounds stupid. One, college is a scam. College is a scam because statistics prove that more than likely you're not going to use that degree when you get out of college. So some colleges, like, it's $25,000 per year. So you're telling me when you get up out of college, you're going to be what, upwards of $100,000, depending on if you go to undergrad, master's, whatever. You're upwards of $100,000 in debt for a degree you probably not going to use. It don't even make sense. But also, on the same token, where if you have a kid and you force them to go to college and you're not helping them pay for it, then that's messed up, because college is only get more and more expensive. So for you to force your kid to go into debt if they don't want to go to college is so selfish. College isn't for everybody. Like, I went to college, but I only went to play baseball. So I like school, whatever. It was decent, but like it just wasn't something for me. I didn't like it too much. But yeah, if you force your kid to go to school, go to college, I think that's pretty selfish. Only in the aspect where you're not helping them pay for it. Like, of course, I think the kid, your child, should take some ownership of paying for some of the school, but for you to force them to go to school, it's selfish. Next unpopular opinion is titles are pointless. Like, it's nice to have a significant other and nice to be labeled as a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever you and your partner decide that the title should be. I just feel like they're pointless because if you're so focused and wrapping your head around a title, then you're missing the point of the bond. The title does not establish the bond, because if that was the case, then most people will still be married. So I just think in society they just wrap their head too much around like, oh, I want to be called your girlfriend. Why does that matter if we have an outstanding bond? I get at some point that you should call that person your boyfriend or girlfriend, get the title of husband or wife, but if you're too focused on becoming that and not acting like it, then that's where it becomes a problem. So titles are pointless, and I feel in a sense should be earned and not wanted and given to just because they want it, if that makes sense. Like, it should be just earned. And this next one's pretty big to me, and it's you should treat your kids like others. And by saying that, I mean, like, you shouldn't treat your kid like they under you in a sense. And I'm not saying like the parent and the kid should be equivalent standard and responsibility and authority, but in a sense where you don't get to do what you want and disrespect your kid just because you're the parent. You know, you shouldn't be able to hit your kid, disrespect them just because you think they're talking back. Or like if kids become, or if the child will say something that they don't agree with that the parent did to them, or the child's bringing up valid points as to why they feel this way or why they feel like the parent did something wrong, and then at that point it becomes disrespectful or talking back. Like, it shouldn't be like that just because you're the parent. I feel like the respect should go both ways to the point where they have the understanding where the child feel like things can be resolved. So I know some of this probably gonna get some hate based on my unpopular opinions, but it is what it is. But that is the end of the video. So if you like it, please drop a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. And it's been your boy Byron, and I'm out. Peace.